Good afternoon, February 19th, 2020. Hope everyone is well. Today I want to talk just a little bit about the island of Iwo Jima. On February 19th, 1945, fighting broke out on the island of Iwo Jima. It was an engagement between the U.S. Navy and Marines, U.S. Marines who had landed at Iwo Jima, against the Japanese Imperial Army who were dug in at Iwo Jima. It's interesting to know up front that the fighting began on February 19th, and the flag on Suribachi was actually raised for the first time on the, I believe it was the 23rd of 1945. So it only took a few days to get the flag up there, and then of course it was replaced later by a better flat replica. Nonetheless, the war raged on for 5 weeks at Iwo Jima. It didn't end, let me check my notes, till March 26th, 1945. So what we have happen here is, after Pearl Harbor, all these islands and the Marshall Islands and these islands out, Corregidor, Iwo Jima, just 750 miles off the coast of Japan. These were serious islands for the Japanese operations. And we went there to destroy their armies and take those islands to try to stop World War II, although we ended up resorting to the atomic bomb. Now, as things go, we look at Iwo Jima, an island 7.5 miles wide, about 3 miles wide, about 7 miles long, about 3 miles wide at its widest point, more like 2.5 miles wide overall. So an island 7 miles by 2.5 miles wide, with over 25,000 Japanese troops and 300 pillboxes, machine gun nests dug in, waiting on us on March 19th. But before we attacked Iwo Jima, the United States Navy shelled the island of Iwo Jima for 30 days, for a whole month, with 16-inch and 12-inch guns. I don't know if you've seen a 12-inch round or a 16-inch round. Yeah, for a whole month. And when we attacked on the 19th of February, the Japanese were there unscathed and ready to do war. At the end, 5 weeks when it ended, there were over 25,000 American casualties. 7,000 Americans were killed, KIA, killed in action. On the Japanese side, 21,000 were killed, and only 216 walked out alive. 216 people out of 25,000 Japanese army walked out. And there were about another 3,000 or so in that figure that were missing in action or hiding. Nonetheless, we look at this battle and the sacrifices of our forefathers, and battles may not be as dramatic and as intense right now as they used to be, but it could happen again. It's always good to remember the past so we don't forget it and repeat it. So here I say to the men who fought at Iwo Jima, specifically the United States Marines and the United States Navy, our hats are still off to you. Iwo Jima, what a walk through hell. Take care, y'all. Peace out.